Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of coinnewsextra interview session. So today we'll be talking about something very, very different, but is still being needed in the ecosystem. So we'll be talking about grooming and personal development, and we have someone, a specialist in this area, that will be helping us talk about this. We have Sadaf Tahir. Sadaf Tahir is a corporate trainer. Sadaf, you are welcome to coinnewsextra.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
You're welcome. So you are an expert in this area. You are a corporate trainer. You've been able to train people, and we'll be talking about grooming and personal development. And you will be able to define it and to shed more light about it. Before we move to that particular topic, can you just give us a brief about yourself?
Yes, sure. So I am Sadaf Tahir. I am a corporate trainer from India, and as of now, I hold more than 5 years plus of experience into corporate training for both students as well as corporate professionals. And there are many people around who think that knowledge is something that will take them to the heights, but ideally, it's your soft skills as well as your attitude that reaches you, that helps you reach that altitude of yours. And that's what I try to bridge that gap that people have when it comes to both the corporate industry as well as the student community. And to give you more info about my educational background and what is it that I do. I have told you already that I'm a corporate trainer, and it's been 5 plus years that I've been into corporate training. And I hold two masters in MBA in marketing as well as an MA English. And as of now, I hold 9 international certifications into training, into content writing, and I love my job absolutely, which is why I keep on learning, relearning, unlearning, and make sure that everyone around learns with me too and grow together.
Yes, okay. Everyone around you learns and grow together, and you still learn from everyone around you too,
Yeah,
because you are going to
definitely.
learn from us, blockchain. So, moving straight to the topic of the day. So, someone will be asking grooming and personal development. So, what can you say about this particular topic? What is grooming, personal development?
So, see, there are two terms. Let's just start with grooming. All right. So, when I use the word grooming, it does not just have to do with, there are many elements. One of the basic elements is hygiene. All right. So, how you dress up. All right. How you present yourself as an entire package. How you showcase yourself when you're going for an event, be it an interview, be it a formal setup, be it a non-formal setup. How is it that you present yourself as a package, be it in terms of attire, be it in terms of your cleanliness, be it in terms of your face, your hair, each and everything. Because there's this saying that you only have one chance to make the first impression, and as per a research, you only have within only 7 seconds that a person can form a judgment about you. So why to go wrong with it when something like this is in your hands to create a positive impression? Why to leave that chance? So the entire package, culminating your attire, your behavior, the way you portray yourself as a person, that would is about grooming. And when I talk about personality development, so there are multiple factors that encapsulates when I use the word personality. That means both outside as well as within, who you are as a person. So a combination of your personality, of course, would incorporate a bit of grooming as well. But when I talk about personality, who you are as a person, how do you react, how do you respond to situations, your hobbies, all that would actually form your a mixture of both your hard and soft skills would eventually help build your personality. Even your experiences that you experience on a day-to-day basis would help you improve your personality. Is what we're going to talk about further in the session.
Okay, you were talking about grooming personality. Are you been able to talk about them, to describe them? So, what are the basic guidelines one should follow?
So something when I talk about if I mention when it comes to the guidelines that you have to follow when you're going in a formal setup. So I think the first thing that you have to be really cautious of is your attire, the way you're dressing. So especially for males, like if you're going for an interview, if you have an important meeting coming up, no matter your company allows you to, there are some companies that do have this option that the employees can be in casuals, but then when you want to portray yourself as someone who's presentable, someone who's accountable, it's always a good idea to be dressed in formals. The same applies to women. So formals is one thing, your attire is one thing. Next, when I talk about something which is most overlooked, is about your shoes. That is one aspect that is the most neglected when people talk about attire. So you have to be really impeccable of the kind of footwear that you're wearing. There should not be any noise. That is one. Basic clean face, or that is one. Then again, one thing when I talk about grooming that immediately strikes my mind is your fingernails, some cleanliness. Again, one aspect is your breath. When people go for interviews or when people go for important meetings, and this can apply to both, not trying to generalize, but can apply to both females and males, they forget that there are people who do have a smoke, and then without having a gum. So usually, so it's your breath again. So always having a proper spray or a chewing gum. All these minute factors can really add up to how you're presenting yourself.
Okay.
A good perfume, slight makeup, all of these really culminate as to how you look, how you present. That all encapsulates when I talk about grooming.
Okay, you talked about all these things, nails, looking at nails, wearing a good perfume. So how can one improve his personality?
Yes, that's a very important and great question. Thank you for asking that. So see, there are many factors that are actually in your hand when it comes to personality development. One of the factors is, of course, your communication. Okay. If you want to be, known for who you are as a person, you've got to create a personal brand for yourself. And when one factor that can immensely help create your personal brand is how you communicate. All right, there are some really big shots out there in the industry. Something like, if the first name that I can recollect is Steve Jobs, and despite the fact that he was the owner of Apple, he is known as one of the best presenters of all times, simply because of communication. So one thing that can really add up to your personality is your communication. Secondly, your attire. Another thing that can really add up to your personality is the work that you do. Something again, one more name that I can think of is Mother Teresa. She used to wear really simple clothes, but it's her work that she has left behind, the kind of community work that she has done for people, has people still remember her till this date and look up to her. So it's your attire, it's your communication, it's the work that you do, it's the value that you give to society that can really as a whole bring you as a package and improve your personality.
Okay, thank you very much. This is a very interesting topic, and it cut
Great.
across different sectors. Everyone needs to look good and have good personality. So,
Definitely.
if we start to talk about it, we'll not end today. So maybe some people that need more about it can reach out to you for more.
Definitely, definitely.
So you
Because
can
these two factors, especially these two factors in the corporate arena, they can really help you achieve milestones. If you get your grooming right, if you work on your personality, they can really help you achieve the career of your dreams that you've always been aiming for.
Okay, thank you very much, Sadaf, for
Thank you
joining us
so much
today.
for having me.
Okay, it's our
Thank you so
pleasure.
much for having me. Take care.
Okay.